And now we move on to our Android Basics section and we continue our delve into Android settings categories. This week, it's all about network and internet. And I'm going to hand over to Warren to kick us off.
So it throws me into the network. Now, when we talk about network, let's look at the meaning of the classical word, the classic meaning of the word network. Yeah, I remember back in the day when I was a young man and just kind of, looking for a mate, looking for, and of course, you got to be in the networks, and in order to be able to find someone, you need the right network. You need to, be connected. Be plugged in using today's language, plugged into the right network and all of that. Whether it's a church or whether it's a bar, that you go to, whatever network it is that you need. So the word network has been around. It's not something that just started with internet connectivity, is it? Back in the day, we could get together in a coffee place or get together at a church social or, those are networks, right? And we get to
Yeah.
know each other that way. Nowadays, we don't have the ability to do a lot of those things again. And so the network on our phones or computers now gives us that virtual network. And so we're talking about the network, that internet connectivity, and that's what we're talking about. Now, if you have a phone that is a stock Android, Google keeps rearranging these things, and sometimes you kind of thought that you have a handle on how these things are arranged, and then the next iteration of the OS and things get regrouped and things like that. And so today we're looking at the network and internet, and your phone may say it differently because I remember other phones have different arrangements. So let's talk about that network and internet, and it's one of the first items in our system settings. And in here, we have several things that make that magic happen. You talk about SIM cards, or talk about VPNs, or talk about Hotspot, and all of that. All that is found here within that network and internet. I would like to navigate my way to my system settings and go to my network and internet.
Settings. Profile picture. Double tap.
So I am in my system settings. And in my system settings, the first item,
Network and internet. Mobile. Wi-Fi. Hotspot. And list.
So here's my network and internet.
Settings. Network and internet. Out of list.
If I tap on here and I have the items here,
Internet. Mesh. And list.
I have here where it says internet, the mesh, and that is my Wi-Fi. If I tap here, it will show me all the networks or Wi-Fi connectivities, Wi-Fi's around here, around my house that are in range. And that's one of those items. And
calls and SMS. Google Fi.
Below that, I have my calls and SMS.
Sims. Google Fi.
Then I have SIM cards. So if you are in an area that you use double SIM cards or dual SIM cards, both would be found right here. And there below,
Add button.
We have the add, which means I could add some sort of a network and all of that.
Airplane mode. Switch off.
And then we have the airplane mode.